Welcome back to Sub-Zero Hero. We're taking a team from Norway's third tier to the top division using nothing but youth intakes to recruit players has never seemed like such a tough proposition. We've played a couple of games since the last episode. It is tighter than a badger's back pocket at the foot of the table. We're going to start this episode by showing you the form, and then we have got the proverbial relegation six-pointer. So here is that form since the last episode where we managed to pick up a much needed 2-1 victory with 1-1 and lost one in that time. To be brutally honest, both of these results could have been reversed really. In the game against Hamcam, we actually played all right. We lost the game 2-1. All the scoring was done in the first half, but we had chances in this game. Certainly in the second half we were pressing for an equaliser and could easily have nabbed one. So we looked all right. But that defeat meant that we really were chasing results. So in the next game, at home against Brine, well, we went ultra attacking. We played a 4-2-4. We went from an attacking mentality from the kickoff, and my goodness, didn't it work. We breezed into a 2-goal lead inside 5 minutes. The first was delightful as Gersa picks the ball up, drifts past a player, slots it into the corner of the net. It was the dream start, but my goodness, if it didn't go and get better a minute later, that man Gersa again manages to get on the end of a flick on from Grunwald, touchdown from Anderson, and he smashes it home. And at this point, I thought, 2-0 up after 5 minutes. Let's just drop the mentality. Let's not go too gung-ho. Now we've already nabbed 2 goals. 11 minutes. They're back in the game. So we go attacking again, and on 15 minutes, well, it pays off because this time a through ball from Grunwald for Anderson to chase onto, and from distance he smashes one home. And as you can see, it's not like we're creating great chances with these. We just had some good finishing. But this time, I decided not to drop the mentality. At 3-1 up, I decided to keep on attacking. Let's just Kevin Keegan them. Well, that backfired because by half-time we were back to 3-3 and I was bemoaning some of my tactical decision-making. But we rallied for the second half. We carried on attacking. We were pleading with the boys for more, and one of our long raking ball forward found Anderson. Normally when he's one-on-one he'll miss those, but not on this occasion, and we were 4-3 in the lead. But then, well, they equalised again 10 minutes later. And at this point, well, I was fearful. I could feel them putting more nails in my Tromsdalen coffin. So we went very attacking for the last 10 minutes. And if it didn't just come off, Gersa picked the ball up down the right. 85 minutes, slings in a cross. A shinned volley home by Anderson into the top corner. I think we got lucky by some pretty deadly finishing in this game. But we got away with it and we managed to get ourselves 3 points. Unfortunately, I'm not going to say it was all for nothing, but it didn't help us out too much in our position in the table because just above us are Llama. And if they didn't go away to the top of the table team and beat them 2-0, which means they are in pretty good form as well. And guess who we're playing today? The game couldn't be any bigger. I mean, if we have a look at their performances, look at the form they're bringing in to play against us today. And I think they went pretty attacking in this game, judging by our scout report. So today could well be an absolute slobber knocker. We are going to stick with the 4-2-4. We're going to stick attacking. We can't push the back line too high up the pitch because there is no pace back there aside from Christofferson, who's just back from a long injury layoff. So he's not going to be at his best. It's not the strongest midfield duo either. So it's probably best that we continue to go direct and bypass them. And we're just trying to get the ball out to these wide men. We're trying to service Grunwald in the box or play through balls for Anderson to run onto. And we are crossing fingers. Let's just remember that when the board called us into the boardroom, we just lost 1-0 to Kongsvinger and we were on the back of 3 pretty bad defeats in a row. Well, now we've got 2 wins and a defeat. And I think we're going back in the boardroom after this game because they said they'd reassess in a month. A draw might be enough to keep us our job. A win, well, certainly would put us in the driving seat. A defeat, and it is anybody's guess. I think we need to face the music and get out there for kickoff. Okay, so we are the away team and they have matched us with the 4-2-4. I'm pretty certain they've gone with an attack mentality as well. So expect chances in this game, and I think it could well be a question of who manages to outscore the others. They are going to be confident after beating the top of the table team, and they are coming at us very early. We've started on an attack mentality. We're not opposed to having to go very attacking early in this game either. If we need to try and win the ball back, send it long and break on them. Really, well, I mean, a 2-goal lead, if we were to grab it, would mean absolutely nothing. If we're to go behind early on, that could knock the confidence. So they've had a great chance inside the opening 2. This is Football Manager 21 at its most desperate. 2 really poor teams just going at each other, slogging it out. Chances are, if we lose this game, this is the last episode of Sub-Zero Hero. If we can win it, I'm fairly confident we're going to keep our job. If we draw it, it is up in the air and we will see. We've got the ball in the box though. Ness is on the edge. Dreyer, we're just tipping it around. Hit it, Pettersson. Oh, it's Christofferson. It's the left back. I thought it was the left winger. Our left back had got a long way up the field. Here's the other thing to look out for today. We've had no luck from sending in corners to Grunville, by the way. He has now stopped jumping for some reason. So we're borrowing set-piece routines from my other save with Indonesia, where I'm only playing people that are 5'9" tall or shorter. I mean, when you're borrowing... Oh, that was a chance. When you're borrowing set pieces from Indonesia, you know you're drinking in Last Chance Saloon. We've had a good little spell, but now we're defending again. We need to get this away, and that was a chance. We've been training both defensive and attacking set pieces, but we've gone back to being quite vulnerable, lacking a little bit of confidence when the opposition have set pieces. We've got some tall players, but they don't seem to be maybe aggressive enough or brave enough to win it for us. Here's Anderson. He's offside as he fires one home. And as predicted, it has been a pretty open first 15 minutes of the game. We're going short corner time again. What have we got? Gerser's there. He's giving it back to Pedersen. He's giving it to Ness, who struck one. We are looking a little bit more dangerous from the short corner routines than we have been for game upon game now, where we've been slinging it into the big target man. And it's not like he's being beaten in the air. He's no longer getting anywhere near the ball. Here's Anderson. He's got players up with him again. He's got Grunville there. He's not the quickest, so he's giving it back to Anderson. Finish it, son. Oh, I feel like we should have hit the back of the net already in this game. And you know when you're missing chances, you're very vulnerable to what the opposition can do. We've gone long again. We need to win it back. Here we go. Dreyer could just put his man through here. He's decided to go all the way back, and I think that's going to be offside for Gerser. It is indeed. Oh, the flag was up, but we've played on. We've played on, and now they're attacking. I did warn you. This is going to be an up and down kind of game. Did a decent job of winning the ball back, and here we go again. He's through again. Hit the back of the net this time. Oh, we are creating some openings. They're not clear sights of goal. I do feel like we should have tucked one away by now. With the tempo that we are playing at, by the way, and I'm presuming they're playing at too, tiredness is really going to be a factor. We can't both sustain this for an entire 90 minutes. We've gone through again. We've forced another save. We're open for the short corner. What can we do? Drive at the box. We've given it to Nessa. He don't know what's occurring. He's had a little strike. Their goalie's tipped it around. They've left the short corner routine on again. Here we go. We're there. This time we've gone back. Now it's to Nessa. He cannot get his cross into the box. The highlights continuing though. And there we go. Goodness me. We've had 7 shots now. 3 on target. An XG of just under 1. I think it's time to pause. I think it's time to shout encouragement because they are doing what we want. We just want more of the same and we want one of these chances to be finished. I predicted a slobber knocker. Well, we've got it, but without the goal so far. Until now, it might seem. So they are in. We've robbed them again. It's all a little bit last ditch there. Ness, our little playmaker, is coming forward. He's launched a little through ball. That's poor. We need a winner. Drea's there. He's playing all right this afternoon. And he's dinked one over the top. Hit this one. Oh, he's gone over the bar this time. This is a guy that got a hat-trick a week ago. This afternoon, God, he is firing all of his shots over or wide. Well, look, that's a decent first half of football, but we haven't got a lot to show for it. It's time to get in the dressing room, check the fitness, give the team talk. We'll see you for the second half. Away we go then. We've made no changes. The front two are both playing pretty poorly, I'm guessing because they've both missed chances. And Gersa as well is on a 6.4. And not really been that involved in the game, has he? It's all come down. The left or our right back has been slinging in the crosses. So we need a little bit more from Gersa, and we've told him so. And we need a little bit more from our strikers if we are going to get the result that we want. 0-0 is an incredibly fragile result. We have got Grunwald on the long throws. He's decided not to take that option. The cross has gone in. We're offside again. And we go straight into another highlight. We need winners. We've not got them. Christopherson's played it into somebody's face. We've come away from it. This is not controlled. This is not pretty. This is just a runaway performance where we are just pressing, slinging long balls forward and hoping something just drops for us. Look at this. We've got 4 men coming forward. Anderson's in for the umpteenth time. He's missed again. Gersa could have slotted it into an empty net and he's gone wide. Oh, goodness me. We're not taking any of the chances that are being presented to us. We're keeping an eye on fitness. It's dropping in a lot of players. I think we pull the trigger on our first change. We're off again. Okay, Gersa's been playing poorly, so we've brought Schörnerson on. That's the change we've made. I just don't know whether it's gone through quite yet. We're in again. Just give the ball to Grunwald. Hit it. Now the change should have been made. So Schörnerson's coming on with pace of 15. Hopefully he can run at some very tired legs. I also think it's time to shout, and we're going to demand more. And that's given them a corner. We need to get up. They fired one over. That's the first time they've threatened for a while. By the way, what we should also mention is during this same game week, the bottom 2 are both playing each other and they can't both lose. We've gone a goal up. We've gone a goal up and we're on 69 minutes. What do we do? What do we do? Do we shut up shop and go for a 1-0 victory? I think we've got to, haven't we? Finally, a long throw comes off. We've got 20 minutes left. I think what we're going to do is try and shut up shop, drop the tempo, drop the passing, keep the same personnel on the pitch, and if they do equalise, we can throw everybody back forward and go at them again. Okay, don't judge. This is what we're thinking. We've gone with the defensive back four. We've gone with 2 DMs. We're playing Grunwald, a target man, as a supporting central midfielder. We've kept all the same personnel out there. We've dropped the tempo. We've dropped the passing. I've turned time wasting on with 21 minutes left. And the other change I think we need to make is Asali Hansen, who's just scored the goal, is on his absolute knees. So I think Dreyer needs to drop in there as a centre half. And we're going to bring Loveland, who's pretty hard working, on as that protection in front of the back four. We could be undoing this within 2 minutes. Let's just see if we can try and kill off the game. Look at the table there. You can see this will move us out the relegation zone. It will also mean that we can finish no worse than that promotion playoff, and we've clipped the post from a short corner as well. I'm definitely a convert to these short corners, by the way. And now we're looking at 10 minutes to go, and I feel like we're going to throw on the full time wasting and the even lower tempo. It could be too early. I could be tossing away our chances of winning this game. And I want to make another sub late on just to try and waste some time. I think I've left it too late. Because we're into a highlight and we're in the very last knockings of the game. And they're coming forward. We need to keep winning headers, and we haven't. Oh, we've cleared it against our own men to give away a corner. We need to get this clear, and we need to get a time-wasting sub on. Oh, they've won the header at the far post and drifted it wide. Okay, our other last trick, I think, is we go Hartvigsen on for... How tired is Pedersen? He's pretty tired, so I think he goes out there and he just tries to be a wide midfielder on support. See how he gets on there. We don't want anything from anybody. We don't want anybody charging forward. Just play out the game. Play for time. We'll take the 1-0. Blow the whistle, ref. No, it's got highlights on it. It's got highlights on it. Win that ball back. We're way over the added on time. We've done it. We've snuck it. And to be brutally honest, I think we were good value for it, because look at the XG. They've not had a shot on target the whole game, even though they did have some good chances. And we've gone away from home and we've actually put in a good performance, and we've attacked and we've attacked and we've attacked. We could only score the once, but it's been enough. What do we do here then? We outstretch the arms and say that was a thoroughly professional job. And what's happening with this table? So it goes to the last game of the season. We cannot get automatically relegated now. Let's have a look. Sturdel's Blink, they lost to Raufoss, who were bottom of the table, so that's evened it all up at the bottom. Neither of those teams can catch Ulkissa, who are in that play-out place. They can still catch us, but we're not the only teams in it going into the last day. Brine are still in it. Egerson are still in it. 4 teams could all finish in that play-out place on the last day of the season. We've got a tough game on the last day of the season. We're playing Moss, who are trying to close that gap against Fredrikstad. They've got a game in hand on us as well, so technically I think they might still be able to do it, although goal difference might suggest otherwise. Well, look, you know the game that we're coming back for. We're going to see you for the last day of the season to see whether we can keep our job in Sub-Zero Hero.